Snow blankets portions of New Jersey and New York as a strong nor'easter is making its way off the Atlantic coast.
Just what they did not need.
Oh my gosh.
This is the first winter storm to hit the Northeast. Unfortunately, it comes at a time when thousands are still without heat after Hurricane Sandy.
And probably some of them thinking it's never going to end.
I know.
WSLS-10's Lindsay Ward gives us a little perspective on what folks in that area are dealing with last night and joins us now tonight to break down exactly what they're facing in terms of power outages and a gas shortage.
Well, Karen and Jay, I found a map online. Google put together a crisis map, and it shows shelter locations, it shows gas stations, and even food pantries. And this is of New York, and as you can see, there are a lot more dots in this area, but I want to show you where we went to. It was called Far Rockaway, and it's about right here. And as you can see, it's at the southernmost part of Queens and right on the water, and there were literally no established resources for the folks who live there. Hope NYC church members load up donations from their warehouse dock into a van heading to Far Rockaway. Much of what will be given away was donated by God's Pit Crew.
We love God's Pit Crew. We love those guys.
The Danville nonprofit has generously sent truck after truck of supplies to the church warehouse in Queens. And Hope NYC has packed it up and sent it right back out.
We want an empty warehouse so God could fill it right back up.
We followed a caravan of volunteers taking your donations to flood victims in Far Rockaway. It's one of the poorest neighborhoods of New York City already. When you couple that with no electricity and few supplies, by Sunday, our cameras found a very, very desperate situation.
You gotta go to sleep with jackets on. Like how I'm looking right now, you gotta go to sleep the same way. It's real serious out here.
I need that power because we're in the cold. There's no hot water. There's only cold water.
At this point, these folks haven't had electricity in 6 days. They're running out of supplies, and the stores close by are bare, and they can't drive anywhere because there's a gas shortage.
Gatorade. Small Gatorade to me?
This sort of spontaneous donation drop-off is about all these folks have seen. People pull into a parking lot, open their car doors, and hand out supplies. We found those suffering were extremely grateful.
Thank you very, very much. Really, it's a godsend. Thank you so much.
I'm really thankful they came because if they wouldn't have came, I don't know what, I would be going all the way across town to get Pampers and to get water. All the stores is closed out here. There's nothing out here, and I'm really thankful they came.
There were no FEMA or Red Cross shelters here, but what victims have found is the generosity of people hundreds of miles away here in Virginia. Now, Jane, Karen, we were there on Sunday. That was day 6. It's day 10 now without heat. So, I mean, you can imagine how they feel. Amazing. And when we were there, I was telling other people in the newsroom, it felt like, you know, kind of after Hurricane Katrina, that desperation that people felt and that we saw on television, that's exactly what our cameras found.
It must be a sense of shock, and then it kicks in that this is how it's going to be for a while.
Yes.
Cannot imagine.
And add to it a nor'easter on top of it all, and you can imagine the pain they're in. Wow.
Yes.